Hey there, it is me, Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. I am here live at Hungryland with my crew. Woohoo! Or part of the crew. Thank you for the applause, Jamie. Nice to see you. Are you in the audience? I don't see you yet.
I'm here.
Okay, I see 3 people. It's filling up. Yeah. Mikey's here. Hey, Mikey.
Hello.
And Katie's here and Aaron's here. Very, very excited about this live. I'm gonna wait until more people show up before I tell you the exciting news about this live. But I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with something that's in this picture behind me. It's Hungry Girl Magazine. Woo! You have any more applause than you, Jamie? Do you? Okay, I'm here on behalf of the pages of this glossy, beautiful issue. But tonight's special live, which by the way, I'm gonna make a recipe straight from the pages of this magazine, and I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into the magazine because it's out, but it's hard to find, right? It's like not easy to find yet. You have to check your, well, by today it might be out more, right?
It's playing hard to get.
Target, Walmart, your local supermarkets. If you're out there and you have seen the magazine, let us know. So tonight I'm gonna be giving away prizes. I'm going to be asking trivia questions. I'm going to be making a recipe, and it is all thanks to our friends at Jojo's. More applause, Jamie. Woo! Jojo's. Okay, if you know me and you know Hungry Girl, you know how much I love Jojo's chocolate. Guilt-free, low-sugar chocolate. Tonight I am specifically telling you about their brand new limited edition for the holiday season only. This is a pumpkin spice dark chocolate bite. 2 grams of sugar, only 60 calories. This is available at Sprouts or at jojoschocolate.com. Their motto, their mantra, eat chocolate, be happy, right? Yes, I agree with that. So Jojo's chocolate is completely yummy. What makes this different is the pumpkin spice flavor is thanks to this pumpkin spice granola butter and this crunchy pumpkin topping, and I'm gonna have a taster or 2. Who wants it? Mikey, you wanna taste?
I do.
Usually Mikey is like really busy producing the Amazon shows, but today he's just more of a spectator. So grab one of the bites.
Okay.
Anyone else wanna try one? Aaron, you wanna try a bite?
Can I do it now?
Yeah, take a bite. I can't eat them because I got Invisalign today.
Oh, wow.
And I have, describe it, right? It's really
It's
good.
really
I ate
good,
2
really.
of these the other day.
Like chocolatey and mapley, like great combination. Is that a
Maple,
pumpkin seed?
interesting. Yes, it's a pumpkin seed.
Wow.
They mean business over there at Jojo's.
Oh, this is delicious.
That's
All
really good.
really premium ingredients, gluten-free, soy-free. Again, this particular flavor is at Sprouts. Are you gonna go to Sprouts?
I'm gonna take this.
Okay.
Thank you.
You don't need to go. You don't need to go to Sprouts. You can take that back. Or you can go to jojoschocolate.com. Yummy? You like it, right?
It's not offensive.
Jamie has a question.
Someone was asking, is it like a melty chocolate or is it more
Yes.
like a bar?
It's like that's a really good question. It's like a melty chocolate. So it's like a Thank you guys. It's like a chocolate bar, but a very dark chocolate that is like extremely yummy. And they of course come in other flavors like raspberry dream and peanut butter. There's a peanut butter flavor. There's an original flavor. There's like a goes Hawaiian flavor with coconut and yada yada. Great product. Love Jojo's. I think you should run out and get those bars. And if you've tried it, let the others in the audience know how good it is. Okay. So moving on to the magazine, back to the mag, as I like to say in Hungryland. This issue is very exciting because there are 70 recipes. They're not just 70 recipes, they're healthy and comforting recipes. And I will take you through some of the pages. Oh look, there's Bam Bam, my puppy. She's super cute. So some of my favorite stories, and hopefully I'll find them quickly, but there's a Fun with Mac and Cheese story that will tell you like amazing things to do if you make a box of mac and cheese, where you take like this box of mac and cheese and make like healthy recipes out of it. There's how to build your own better for you charcuterie board. This is a beautiful story. Hi Peggy, do you like my jacket? Did she
You are
say
getting
she liked?
compliments on your jacket.
Oh, Peggy got me this jacket. Thank you. Maybe Peggy's the one that complimented the jacket.
Somebody else.
There's the ultimate make and freeze guide. This is a quesadilla bash with like ridiculous quesadilla recipes, and by ridiculous I mean delicious and beautiful. Is anybody out there saying they have the magazine?
Yep, someone said they're going to check Sam's, that they usually find it there.
Oh, Sam's Club. Yep.
And someone else said Barnes & Noble they found it at.
B&N. 6 meals to make with rotisserie chicken. Look at that giant chicken just sitting there waiting to be chopped up. So there's lots of different recipes. There's pizza recipes. There's zucchini boats. There's a dough story with like 2-ingredient dough and things you can do with it. Oh my gosh, look at these. Look at the pigs in a blanket. Gorgeous. Does anyone have questions about the magazine? Because it is available like at all the obvious places. Like you could find it at Barnes & Noble, but you could find it at Target, Walmart, Whole Foods always has it. Kroger supermarkets typically have it. I'm loving this. Topless turkey, pot pie. All right, this is one of the most unique stories in the book, as we like to call a magazine. When you're in the biz, you call it the book, you know. Did you know that? Yes, Jamie, you know that because you work here.
Oh, yeah.
When I first heard that, I was like, it's not a book, it's a magazine. Anyway, it's grounds for success, and this story gives you ideas on what you can do with instant coffee. And what I'm doing tonight with instant coffee is making pumpkin spice latte donuts. PSL donuts with instant coffee. There's a fall favorite story with like the chicken, sausage, and root veggies. Out of this world. So many amazing. What's your favorite story in this book, Jamie?
Fall favorites.
Fall
down.
favorites? Restaurant redo, where you can remake your favorite things from all the favorite restaurants. Again, do not miss this magazine. Okay, before I get started on the recipe, I'm going to ask the first trivia question. Hungry Girl magazine came out a few years ago, but it's not like a consistent schedule. Do you know how many issues of Hungry Girl magazine there have been? What number issue is this issue? It is our blank issue. If you get it wrong or right, you will be eligible to win a copy of the magazine. And if you have it already, you could say, I have the magazine, and we'll give you something else. Or we just won't pick you. We'll pick you to win something else. Is anyone answering it?
Yes, but we're going to give it a little bit.
All right, we're going to give it some time, but do you have any other questions? Because I'm here to answer them if you want me to.
2 questions. 1, what advice would you give to people who went on Friday and couldn't find it yet?
The advice that I would give people, I have 2 pieces of advice. The first piece of advice is try again because they roll them out. So a lot of the stores got them on Friday, but they rolled them out on Sunday or Monday, so they'll be coming out quickly. Another thing is there's an issue with the online magazine store. So normally you can go there and order it, and it does take a while. I'm not going to tell you that it'll be here in a day or 2. It's not like Amazon. But it says it's out of stock at the store. So I don't know why that is. I think it's a glitch, or it was so popular that it sold out temporarily. But don't go to the magazine store website just yet because you're going to be annoyed like I was when I went to that one. Anyway.
All right.
Any other questions?
We've got lots of answers coming in.
Okay, we have answers. We're going to pick a winner.
They all seem to be between 5 and 10. What's the answer?
The answer is this is the lucky 7th issue of Hungry Girl magazine. Did anybody get that right?
Yes, but we're going to give it to someone who got it wrong.
Okay, that's just the kind of people we are. We're going to give it to people who got it wrong. In the meantime, I am going to start on the PSL donuts.
Let's announce our winner.
Oh, who's our winner?
Sherry Phillips.
Sherry Phillips. I know that name.
Yeah?
Sherry, I know your name. Congratulations, Sherry Phillips. You've won a copy of the magazine. So I feel like I should be reading some, 15, 11. They're still answering. Can you see my Invisalign? Only on my bottom teeth. Did anybody say they had Invisalign? My teeth feel claustrophobic. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me know. Okay, so we can't have PSL donuts without the PSL situation, and of course that involves coffee. So we're going to start by putting 2 tablespoons of instant coffee into a large bowl. Just 2 tablespoons. This smells great. And by the way, I love Via, but when I use coffee for recipes, I love this Nescafe, like Taster's Choice coffee. It's fantastic. And just so you know, they also sell a version of this that's vanilla flavored. That's out of this world, but they have it on Amazon. Anyway, this is my supermarket coffee of choice. Not a sponsor. Jojo's is the sponsor. Okay, now we're gonna dissolve this with some very hot water. Hopefully it's still very hot. This is a 1/2 cup of very hot water. Can you see in the bowl? You just want to dissolve this so your donuts don't have chunks of coffee in there. Jamie.
We've got a fan tip. Barbara said she found it at Walgreens.
Walgreens? I didn't even know they sold the mag at Walgreens. We have like 20 Walgreens on every street here. I'm sorry for this awful noise. Do you hear this? Okay. It sounds terrible. It smells very strong. So now you have your coffee in that bowl. The next ingredient is going to be, and this could not be easier, this is just a perfectly moist spice cake mix. You can find any boxed spice cake mix. It doesn't have to be perfectly moist, but I like it when it is perfectly moist. And we want 1.5 cups of this. So we're gonna do a cup. This bowl is, I mean 1 3/4 cups, sorry. 1 3/4 cups of this item. So we have 1 cup, and then I'm gonna do 3/4. There it is.
Lisa, are you going to add eggs and oil? Like
I am not adding eggs and oil, Jamie. Instead, I'm adding canned pumpkin. So I don't know if you guys know that it's just a good little treat. A lot of times I have recipes that just call for like a can of pumpkin, a box of cake. In this instance, we're only going to use 3/4 cups of the pumpkin, but you don't need the eggs or the oil. So the coffee that's been dissolved in the water with the cake mix with 3/4 cups of pumpkin is going to be all you need. Now, who uses pumpkin at home? Do you guys use pumpkin for baking? It's like magical. Jamie, you do.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Yum Yum Brownie Muffin recipe is our most popular recipe of all time, which is basically just, that's kind of weird that it's like basically just 1 can of pumpkin and 1 box of cake mix, and it's our most popular recipe, but I'll take it. All right, then you're gonna mix this. It's gonna be pretty thick, the batter.
Lisa, if somebody doesn't like coffee, could they just make pumpkin spice donuts with this recipe?
Yeah, if you don't like coffee, you absolutely can do that. You could just actually just mix the pumpkin and the spice cake, the pumpkin and the cake mix. You don't need to add the coffee. But you know, you don't even really taste the coffee in this recipe.
Very subtle.
Very subtle. Just like Jamie says. Or do you want another trivia question?
Trivia.
Trivia! Okay. Since we're on the Hungry Girl theme tonight, what year did Hungry Girl daily emails start being mailed out? I started mailing them from my home, emailing from my kitchen table many years ago. What year was that? Extra points if you know the month, but you don't need extra points. And by the way, you don't even need to get this right. Okay, this batter looks phenomenal. There it is. That's it. That's all you need. Like, that's basically the entire recipe. So now we're going to time to make the donuts, as they say. Do you know the time to make the donuts commercial?
Is it donuts? Time to make the muffins?
Time to make the donuts. It's Dunkin' Donuts.
That's really it? Oh.
Time to make the donuts. Anyway, it's time to make the donuts.
I'm loving these answers.
What are they saying?
Everything from 2018 to 1993 in October.
October 1993.
There's
I was a wee toddler.
November 1998. It's so specific. I love
Wow, interesting. Okay, so now I have a donut pan here that I got on Amazon. This is a great item. Do we have a link to it anywhere? We should probably put up a link to this. In case you don't have a donut pan, sure, you could probably make these into muffins, but you know what? Donuts are cuter. So I'm going to spray that in the meantime. I don't want to spray my magazine. We don't need that. By the way, my oven has been preheating. It's at 400 degrees, and it's about 412 degrees in this kitchen right now, unfortunately. And to make it easier to, wait, do I have scissors here? I don't know if I do. If I don't, just maybe shoot me over a pair because I'm going to need them in a minute. I mean, I don't know where they went. But so I have a regular, like a Ziploc bag that I'm putting into a cup. And it's going to be sort of like a makeshift bakery bag. Thank you so much, my scissors. And so then I'm going to put my batter into this, which is going to make it much easier to pipe into the donut pan. Who out there does that? Any of you? It's a good little hack.
We are posting a link to the donuts. Or donut pan.
We're posting a link to the donut pan. And wait, are people guessing?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, what was the question? Oh, it was when when the email started.
We've got lots of guesses. What's the answer?
The answer is 2004, April. Early April, late April 2004.
All right, we've got a randomly selected winner.
Randomly selected winner,
Cindy Press.
Cindy Press. Congratulations. You pressed the right keys because you won. So, anyone out there, have you guys been reading the emails since 2004? And by the way, if you're out there and you don't get the emails, you should. So, it's not too late to sign up. They go out every single day, Monday to Friday. Tips, tricks, hacks, recipes, food finds, yada, yada, yada.
Lisa, for people just tuning in, where do they find this recipe?
For people tuning in, you have to find this recipe. Well, you could rewatch this video because I gave it to you, but also it's in this issue of Hungry Girl magazine. So you could either schlep your body out to the store to get it. It should be at any fine supermarket, drugstore, blah, 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 out now, or you can rewatch the video where I made the entire recipe. All right, this is my little pastry bag. There's my my donut batter. Now I'm gonna snip the end off with my newly acquired scissors.
Lisa, if somebody doesn't have the donut pan, could they do it in like a mini muffin pan? Or
You could do it. I would say a regular muffin pan would be great, like a six-seater, as they say. All right, do you have a good view of this? Hold on, let me move this. I'm bad to finding the camera angles. All right, so you want to like squeeze your batter in. And what I like to do is I never know exactly how much batter I'm gonna have. So I'm sort of like doing like modest portions, and if there's any extras, 'cause first of all, these do puff up a lot, but if there's any extra, then of course I will fill them up higher and make fatter donuts. But these donuts are pretty low in calories. What do they have, 160, I think? Pretty sure it's 160. Jamie, you have a question?
Somebody was asking, do we provide the Weight Watchers points for the magazine recipes?
Do we provide, well, where would they find those?
hungry-girl.com/magazine.
Oh, hungry-girl.com/magazine. Yes. So I don't know how many points these have, but
7.
these have 7 points. Okay, so I'm just evening these out. They look cute and beautiful and delicious. They are very yummy, and I like to put some powdered sugar on top of them. I'll show you what the finished product looks like. And they only have to bake for 12 minutes, so I'm about to put them in the oven. Oh. I love this little pastry bag tip. And we want to pretty them up a bit, so you're going to take like a small spoon, and you could put a little nonstick spray on the back of it. It's another good tip, so you could smooth out the tops of your donuts. See these guys? Pretty. Any other questions?
Well, Sherry says she's making these for breakfast tomorrow.
I was going to say they're a dessert, but as I was saying that earlier, I'm like, they're a great breakfast. So easy. So yummy, and they'll be ready in 12 minutes. Sadly, I mean, happily, due to the magic of television, I could show you what they're going to look like. But this is going to go in the oven, 400 degrees. Don't burn yourself. Jamie, would you mind setting a timer or Aaron for 12 minutes?
I love a good timer.
You're the timer. Okay, now, in approximately 11 minutes and 50 seconds, this is what will pop out of the oven. Of course, not with the powdered sugar. You just have to sprinkle that on. But there it is. What do you guys think? Beautiful. All right, who wants to try the donuts?
Me.
All right, come back, tasters.
Lisa, will you recap the ingredients?
Yes, I will recap the ingredients for you. This is a, hello, Mikey.
Hello.
This is a pumpkin spice latte donut.
Can I have the whole thing?
You can. You can take the rest of the plate home if you want.
Mm-hmm.
What does that taste like?
Pumpkin.
Spice
And
latte?
coffee.
And coffee. Here, Aaron, come try one.
Mmm. Normally, I would say let's put some little peanut butter on top, but it doesn't need any
It
peanut
doesn't
butter.
even need the peanut butter. All right, I'll recap the ingredients, but I want to do something.
You left us.
Mhm.
Wait, rate it from 1 to 10.
11.5.
What?
11.725.
11.725. Okay. Now, in every issue of Hungry Girl magazine, we have success stories. And the success stories features people who have lost weight, you know, many of them thanks to Hungry Girl. And this month, we are proudly showing you a very special human being. It's Jamie's dad. Look how great he looks. He looks so good. He's so svelte. That's Mark. He's so cute. Jamie, are you proud? Are you embarrassed?
Proud. No, I'm so proud.
She's proud of him. You have to read his story because his journey's a good one. And I have to say, I mean, Jamie is his daughter, and it's not like she forced him to eat Hungry Girl foods. But how much did he drop? 70 pounds?
I think he's up to 80 now.
What? He lost 80
Down
pounds.
by 80.
But there's other success stories in this magazine. So everybody, hearts and likes for Jamie's dad. Please, we love you, Mark. Congratulations. I hope you make these donuts to celebrate your weight loss. All right, so the ingredients in the donuts are, and I'll give you the amounts too because it's that simple. First, I took 2 tablespoons of instant coffee and I dissolved them in a big bowl in a half a cup of very hot water. Then to that, I added 1 3/4 cups of this very moist, or it can be dry if you want, spice cake mix. And then 3/4 cup of pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. Pure pumpkin. There's a big difference. One has a lot of sugar in it and you don't need that. This is just pure pumpkin. You mix it all up. You squeeze it into a donut pan. You throw it in the oven for 12 minutes at 400 degrees. Voila. And you sprinkle a little powdered sugar. Who's making these later? Who? Jamie, your dad looks awesome. Oh, Peggy says your dad looks awesome. He looks terrific. Everyone's going nuts over your dad. Okay, in honor of Jamie's dad, who never weighed as much as the world's biggest pumpkin, by the way. That'll give you a little bit of a hint. I want you to tell me how much you think the world's biggest pumpkin weighed or weighs. I don't know how long they last. But there was like a world record for a very long time and it was just beaten. So not that you have to be right, but I would accept either answer. So a very large pumpkin, how large is the world's largest pumpkin? You answer those questions while I once again remind you that tonight's episode was brought to us by Jojo's, the greatest guilt-free chocolate bites in pumpkin spice, which are available at Sprouts right now. Good little treat, 60 calories, yum. And this whole live is happening because I wanted to share with you a recipe ripped straight from the pages of Hungry Girl magazine. This latest issue is out on newsstands right now at supermarkets, drugstores, bookstores, everywhere you could wish to find a magazine. Yes?
Lisa, are there a lot of like lunches and dinners and meals in here?
Tons of lunches, dinners, and meals. There are 70 recipes, and I'd say the bulk of them are meals, entrees. Especially, you're right, that fall favorite story. There's so much good stuff in this magazine, I can't even explain it. I want to see if there's anything else I want to pull out. I know I highlighted the rotisserie chicken story. Oh, there's a great slow cooker story. If you like slow cookers, there's a ton of them. Tropical chicken fajitas, sweet and saucy barbecue steak bites, low and slow ratatouille, brown sugar garlic pork tenderloin, which is Cover Girl. Cover Girl! A dump cake, a cobbler cake, yada, yada, yada. How to make sandwiches out of fruit? What? No bread, just apple and other fruits. So yum. Look at the mac and cheese. Holy schmackholy. Amazing. All right, if you don't have this magazine, you should get it. And you should make those donuts. And I guess that's all I have to say. Well, we have to give a winner. We have to find the winner of the pumpkin.
I mean, it's everywhere from 400 to, I think I saw one that said like 20,000 pounds.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, these, you know what? That means they enjoy this so much they didn't want to leave and Google it. So the world's largest pumpkin up until last year was 2,528 pounds. And that to this day is the largest pumpkin ever grown in America. That pumpkin was from New Hampshire Deerfield State Fair. That's over a ton. The new largest pumpkin beat that record by over 100 pounds. So over 2,600 pounds. It was grown by a Belgian horticulturalist. He's from Belgium. He should make a waffle that big and then I'll come over and have some of it. But yeah, that was a large pumpkin.
All right, we've got our winner.
Who's our winner?
Our winner is Nancy Erickson.
Nancy Erickson congratulations. You winners have all won something great. Some of you will win magazines, some of you are just going to win Hungry Girl goodies, but every one of you is going to win. Even if you're not watching live, after the fact, we're picking 2 more winners. Great, right? So you can watch later, tomorrow, I mean, whatever. If you're watching me now and it is tomorrow, then you could still win. So good for you. That's it, right?
Just to recap, where can they find the magazine and will it be back in stock online?
Okay, so the magazine is no longer in stock online. So if you want to find the magazine as quickly as possible, go to your local supermarket, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, Kroger supermarket. That's right at the checkout stand. Like, there's nothing more exciting to me than when I see this at the checkout stand. So should be easy enough to find. It should be back in stock at the magazine store, which you see in our world all the time. But don't be sad and mad if it's not in stock right now. It'll be in stock soon. Best bet is to try to run out and get the magazine. If you get a copy, post it in the Hungry Girl community or on the Hungry Girl Facebook page and let us know about what you like about it and also just that you got it. So thank you so much for tuning in. I love all of you. Thank you to Jojo's for sponsoring this lovely Facebook Live tonight. I hope you get the magazine and love it. I love all of you. I am Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. Till next time, chew the right thing.